Well, Blair looks fantastic in this dress. It's quite breathtaking. It is a story that every generation deserves to hear.
You're in the middle of the 5th season of Gossip Girl. How do you, keep your energy up doing a character for 5 years?
I think when you live in New York and you're fortunate enough to be involved in a production that shoots in New York, I think that's a huge motivational factor. The city's so energetic, hectic in fact, that just keeps you going, you're in the race. It's great fun, it's a great group of people, it's witty, it's funny, we get to dress up in some of the finest clothes on TV, if not ever seen in anything. So all of those reasons are, positives and help to make the sometimes long days seem pretty light.
And at the end of last year, there was sort of a cliffhanger episode, and your character Chuck is involved in a love triangle with Blair and her prince. So can you say anything about what we can expect when the season picks up?
Well, there was a car accident. I survived the car accident, which is a good thing. And then, we have our 100th episode coming up, which is a great achievement, and there's a royal wedding. And what that means for my character, so I'm sure it's very painstaking for to watch the love of his life walk down the aisle with another man. So there's all of that coming up.
And with the royal wedding coming up, clearly you're their resident Brit. So did you have any expertise to share in terms of having recently been through your country's own royal wedding?
Yeah, well, I wasn't at that royal wedding, so I can't really speak from personal experience. I was like the other millions watching it closely on television.
Billions.
But billions, in fact, there you go. But no, I think we do it pretty nicely. Blair looks fantastic in this dress. It's quite breathtaking. The church where we shoot is amazing too, so I think it could give quite a few girls out there some ideas.
What's the most fun part about playing a guy like Chuck Bass?
I think the whole thing's fun. He's an intelligent character who's got great wit. Some of the one-liners that I've dropped, when I still think about them, they still make me smile. I occasionally get to kiss a really nice-looking girl, so
not a bad day on the job.
It's not bad.
What's your favorite one-liner if you had to pick one?
There was this one scene where he's talking to this girl who's in one of the apartments, and she's never met him before and surprised to see him. And she says, "Oh my God, you're Chuck Bass, you're like the devil or something." And he says, "Finally, some truth in advertising." I thought that was kind of clever. So.
The show is so associated with New York, and you live in New York, so do people often confuse you with Chuck Bass?
Yeah, but once people speak to me, they see I'm very, very different, and I am hugely different. I wouldn't chase a girl for that long.
You also were in J. Edgar this year.
Yeah.
So, what was it like working with Leonardo DiCaprio?
For me, it was a dream come true. Leonardo DiCaprio is an amazing talent, as we all know. Fingers crossed that he deservedly gets the Oscar for Best Actor this year. So for me, it was exactly the kind of production I want to be involved in, so moving in the right direction.
What else is coming up for you big screen-wise? I know you've been attached to a Romeo and Juliet project for a while.
So finally we're going to do that at the end of February in Verona and in Rome, in Italy. Hayley Steinfeld playing Juliet, who we all know from True Grit, who's an amazing young actress who I'm sure is going to be incredible in the role of Juliet and bring something fresh for this generation. And I think it is a story that every generation deserves to hear, so it's a privilege to be involved in it, and an honour to be doing Shakespeare.
And you're known as a stylish guy, independent of Gossip Girl. How would you describe your approach towards dressing?
It depends on how I'm feeling on that day. If I want to kind of go a little more extravagant, then I will. If I want to hide away, I'll put a onesie on and throw my hood up.
You're also known as a guy who's really into music. So what bands are you really liking right now?
I'm listening constantly still to the Rolling Stones, and to my friend's band called Peanut Butter Lovesickle, who were on Gossip Girl, who are really, really amazing.